Back again with another one.
Another one.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to my world. It's Bigg Vic TV.
Welcome to my world. It's my world.
Give me a thumbs up just for this intro.
What is up, guys? It's the homie Bigg Vic. We are back in the building with another video, and today I am talking about music producer creativity, music producer originality. And I come from an era where I used to pick up magazines like this, Scratch magazine, all these different issues, and in each of these issues they will always feature a producer that had his own original sound, his own original style, and these producers never tried to sound like anybody else that was hot on the market. But we're living in a time right now where that's what's happening. A lot of new producers that are coming out, they want to mimic the artists, they want to mimic the producers that are popular right now. It becomes a battle of the same sounds. You can get the same type of beats. The competition comes in where if you sell the cheapest beats that sound like Beethoven, I can't even name half of these producers, but you guys get the point of what I'm trying to say here. A lot of producers now want to sound like what they hear that's buzzing on YouTube, that's buzzing on Instagram, that's buzzing on Twitter, whatever platform is buzzing on Facebook, wherever they're hearing it at. But a lot of new producers are getting stuck in this one lane of a genre of the same sound and production, and usually most of the instruments sound alike, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So I want to know, how do you guys feel about that right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, are a lot of new producers, to me, are not standing out with their music production, because if you hit one or two producers, just about most of their production sounds the same. But then you have a few key producers out here that still, make production that sounds a little more original and may not necessarily get the eyeballs on that production style, but it's something that's different. But what I try to explain to producers is that even though you are creating an original sound, there is an artist out there that will possibly be interested in that particular sound, because most artists, for the most part, are looking for a new sound. Most artists want to be that artist that jumped on a new sound and track and it popped off. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times these record labels are pushing a certain sound on artists. If they find the new hot producer, they'll go get some beats that sound like that. Or a lot of artists now are just jumping on a lot of these beat websites and grabbing beats that sound like it could have been made by whoever the latest producer is. I don't know, Boy Wonder, and even Boy Wonder, like, to me, his production sounds different. Most of his production that I've heard didn't sound like a lot of other producers that I hear that are coming out. A lot of newer, younger producers' production that's coming out, and it's sounding like everybody else's production. Or your partner down the street is making his production that sounds like every new producer that got on a Future album, or a Jay-Z album, or I don't know, whatever new producer that comes out that's hot, that produces for an up-and-coming artist. Producers are basically mimicking those beats that they hear. I mean, it may get you some new younger artists that purchase those beats, I'm sure, but in the long run, I still feel like, to the core of me, what makes producers hot and what makes producers stand out is having their own original sound. Like, I'm always stand on that. Like, to me, that's not even up for debate. I'm always gonna stand on that principle right there. If you're cooking original production, you, in the long run, you're gonna stand out more than everybody else that's copying what they hear other producers creating. That's always gonna be my stance. Like, I'm not even trying to go back and forth with anybody on that fact right there. I said what I said. You feel me? So, I just would love to see the industry or the production world get back to where artists were at least trying to sound halfway original. You know what I'm saying? Even though we had producers that were taking samples from older records, chopping them up, and making something completely original out of that piece, but they still had their own sound, is what I'm saying. Like, you still heard producers like Buck Wild, producers like Eric Sermon, producers like Dr. Dre, producers like DJ Scratch. Who else can I name? Even Ill Mind, like Ill Mind, Timbaland. Who else do we have? The Roots, Questlove, guys like that, man. Evil D, like, the whole Black Moon camp. Man, who was it? Flip Mode, they had their producers. No ID, producers like this. See, when I call these names out, you can hear their sound. You know what I'm saying? You can quickly identify with the type of production that they created. Even producers like DJ Quick. Even, if I go over to the West Coast, Warren G. Producers like, their sound when you hear it. Like, nowadays, I hear a beat and I can almost swear it was made by the same producer that produced on the last 10 albums that I heard from artists. You know what I'm saying? But, every now and again, you'll hear a new tag. Whoever the newest, hottest producer is, most producers start making beats like that or start trying to sell beats like that. I mean, I get it from a quick money standpoint, but at the end of the day, I still feel like you need to have originality in your music production to, in the long run, stand out. Like, it may be good for a quick dollar here and there, but just something original to me, excuse me, that's where the bulk of the money is going to come from. And I still feel like that will solidify you as a true music producer, not just a beat maker, but as a music producer. I think that will solidify you when people come searching for your sound versus looking for whatever the type beat is that they have out there. So many of these producers, like, the market is loaded with producers now. Loaded. You can go to BeatStars, you can go to any one of these beat production selling websites and see, like, the game is flooded with music producers. It's flooded. So, man, let me know what y'all guys think, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, what's your take on it? Where do you see? Do you feel like music producers should go back to creating original production versus creating beats that you hear right now, that may be in rotation? I call it the programmed same songs that you hear on any station that you turn to. I rarely listen to the radio, but when I have turned it on and listened to it, I hear the same songs over and over again. And I get it. Like, if you constantly hear that playing in your head, you're gonna eventually start trying to create beats that sound like those beats. So let me know what y'all guys think, man. Drop some comments down below. Just want to have a quick discussion, another Bigg Vic talk, and kind of come back to this topic again, because I know I have some new subscribers that may not have seen the video that I uploaded that was kind of similar to this one here, but I still hear like the same sounds and music producers, beats, the same hi-hats, the same 808s. Like, I guess that's the new younger production. That's the way the way that new younger production, the wave that it's moving into or is still into, and it hasn't moved from that, So let me know what you guys think on this topic, man. What type of producer are you? Are you the type of producer that's looking to create more original production, or are you following you're just going with the trends? Are you just going with whatever the wave is right now? Let me know down in the comments, man. It's your man, Bigg Vic, man. Y'all know what it is. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, click that bell notification so that you will be notified when I drop a brand new video. All right? Always hustle. Never stop growing. I'll see you in a minute. Peace.